Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
I'm here for Peter. I love Ben Reilly.
Yeah, whatever. Ben Reilly, Spider-Man's clone. He's the guy. He's got a sweatshirt. Yeah, that's how you know he's different. And he's a blonde hair.
Not anymore.
Not really a lot of Ben Reilly tonight, but yeah, I had to play all the intros because everyone's here. That's right, kids. We're going big.
The sausage fest.
We're going
Ray's not here.
We're going big for episode 175 of Ultimate Spider Cast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, that eternal worker in darkness. It is.
Hey, y'all. It's Lilith. Flipping Hellfire.
That's right. And against tonight, we're talking Spectacular Spider-Man 168 through 170 and Amazing Spider-Man 348.
Did you mean 168, 169, and 170?
Don't hurt yourself there. But yes, guest starring the Avengers, and of course, lurking in those pages in that Avengers team, not saying a whole hell of a lot, is Quasar. So, of course, you know who we had to invite, kids. That's right. My co-host from the Quantum Zone podcast. If you haven't heard it, you should check it out. That's right. Master of the Quantum Zone himself, Mr. Will Allred.
Hello, everyone.
And master of the punny business, and sometimes you can hear him at the end of every month on this very show talking with some Australian fellow. It is Matt Kona.
Hey, good to be back in the Capes and Lunatics sphere. My assignment is quite long.
Oh yes, he's in a military prison.
In the far sector.
Don't worry. He's not in there with them. They're in there with him.
Yes.
We're here. Right. You're locked in here with this beard. Oh, you know what? Before we start, Matt Kona probably hasn't heard. Ray has come out. He has named his favorite character in all history and literature. It is Batman. My favorite character.
Thank God, finally.
He can stop being a poser.
He came out of the closet.
Batman. My favorite character.
Came out of the Batcave.
Into the Dark Knight. All to do with Batman.
He's plotting his move. All right. So, but no, I played that one drop. Yes. Did you see? I guess there's a quote unquote leak for the free comic book day issue of Spider-Man that's coming up. I guess Ben Reilly is seen hanging out with Madeline Pryor, the Goblin Queen. So,
whoa.
The Goblin Queen? I mean, can you blame them, boys? The name says it for itself.
Oh.
Gobble, gobble.
She's the only one that knows how I feel to be a clone, and nobody really knows or cares.
And she's a redhead. They love the redhead, so.
They do.
That's true.
So, spoilers, kids. For free. I love how we're doing spoilers for free comic book day now.
Yeah, it's going to really affect the sales. If we do that.
Nice.
Getting more leak on that than Doctor Strange.
Well, they got to distract the kids with something.
Yeah, like by tearing down Ben Reilly. Thanks a lot.
He's the Spider-Verse's whipping boy. You might as well just call him Sweatpants Pete at that point. We all know that's who that was. And into the Spider-Verse.
I thought it was the one who got killed because he was a blonde.
Exactly.
Because we all know Ben Reilly had that blonde hair.
Tigers, you picked
Yeah, whatever. Ben Reilly, Spider-Man's clone. He's the guy. He's got a sweatshirt. Yeah, that's how you know he's different. And he's a blonde hair.
From Boston. I think of you every time I see those commercials. From your cousin from Boston.
Yeah. It has a better ring to it than your cousin from wherever in Wisconsin Quasar is from.
Oshkosh.
Oshkosh.
By gosh.
Yeah. He should be a superhero.
Did he wear overalls all
I was saying he should wear them under his trunks.
Mhm. Oh God, he's had enough costumes. All right, so should we jump into these?
Let's get
Do
into it.
that.
All right, so we pull up here. Cool, Spectacular Spider-Man 168. Got that Sal Buscema right cross right on the cover.
Giving them what the kids came for.
Mhm.
So cover date September 1990. Sleeping Dogs. What?
Well, look behind you. Your dog's not sleeping.
Listen, I was gonna say, little Hellfire. There's 20 dogs around her at the moment. Okay. I got to set this up because Will demands it anymore. All right, writer Jerry Conway.
This is Jerry Conway, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Hey, Jerry, thanks for joining us.
Jerry.
Jerry, can you quiet down? We want to let the experts talk. All right? Thanks for doing that.
What is with this Spider-Man? Penciler and inker Sal Buscema. Colors Bob Sharon and Renee Witterstatter. Letter Rick Parker and editor Jim Salicro.
Some throwback names, indeed.
As he web slings across the city, Spider-Man is called over by the She-Hulk, who needs help.
Hey-o.
Spider-Man comes to her aid. However, neither are aware that some being is observing them as part of some kind of project.
As long as it's not Mr. Sinister, we're safe.
Yeah.
We're safe.
She tells Spider-Man that the Avengers have been trying to get in touch with him via classified ads in the Daily.
They've been trying to contact him about his extended warranty.
This is the day when only Daredevil knew his identity.
Yeah. Misconnections prior to Craigslist.
She then sounds like something like that. She then takes Peter to a condemned building that will be the future site of a Fisk condo project. Inside, they find the place ready to fall down, but still, She-Hulk insists they go downstairs to the basement.
Ding dong.
Isn't this on your hard drive somewhere, Will?
Yeah.
I'm sure it is. Honestly, I'm sure it is. Or my Wattpad save list.
Yeah.
One of the two.
That's why she's building a computer, kids. I mean, it's like a server farm for all the porn she has.
Yeah. No, there's a line in this episode that made me think that I know Lilith appreciated something that She-Hulk says to Spider-Man. Maybe you'll get to it. It might not be in the recap. You might have to go.
I was going to say, if not, bring it up. Yeah. There they find a strange tomb with a plaque dating back to the year 1890. With a web line, the pair pulls the massive cement lid from the tomb just enough for Spider-Man to slip inside. There he finds an old chest.
That was the one.
Slip inside the tomb.
Let's get the actual quote. I think she says, like, do you want me to hold it while I slip inside or something?
Talk about your Hulk smash.
Yeah. Even Spider-Man's like, wait a minute,
Wait, I'm a married man, see?
Yeah. Wait,
my.
We're trying to fail it, yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah. Whoa, what a stink. Okay, Spider-Man, I'll hold it up. You slip inside. Say what? What? You think you could hold it up while I slip inside? He's like, I take your point. This plug doesn't look like it weighs more than a few tons. So, the little role reversal there. All right, I've got it dirty already.
So, unlike Batman, Spider-Man is not a bottom.
Oh! I thought you were going to say, unlike Batman, Spider-Man goes down. Nail. All right, I know. Will didn't even say it.
Batman. Character.
No, he's the bleeping beep man.
That's right.
Go ahead, throw it in.
Have some respect. He shows up once a month. Have some respect.
That's right. I know. He has other things on his mind the other times.
Sex on the mind.
So yeah, strange chest. When he opens it, a strange black mask comes flying out and leaves the building. Venom.
Yeah.
This guy's just
Well,
Spider-Man.
there goes Hope.
What?
That was Pandora's box. He let Hope out.
Yep,
Great job,
yep.
Pete.
Keep Hope alive. This catches Spider-Man off guard, distracting him long enough for She-Hulk to intentionally let go of the lid. As it comes crashing down, it shatters. Spider-Man is struck in the head, knocking him out. She-Hulk then leaves Spider-Man buried alive.
Who does she think she is, Craven?
No!
Nice.
Didn't even have to shoot him first.
Jennifer, what are you doing?
Jenny. Was that a
And you
song?
thought I was a bad date. Jeez.
Oh! At least, yeah, Lilith just buries them in the earth, not under concrete.
You have a chance. A small chance, but a chance.
Meanwhile, Mary Jane is at the site where the Daily Bugle building is being reconstructed after your original building was destroyed.
How many times has that place been destroyed? Between that and freaking Fantastic Four?
I was going to say, wasn't that Acts of Vengeance when Graviton lifted the building?
Isn't it always Acts of Vengeance? Or Inferno? Like, then it's another one. Why is it when I talk about bad things, it's always you three?
There was at least like a 5-year period where like you could like point back to either like, yeah, Acts of Vengeance or Inferno. Or the Clone Saga.
Yeah.
There she meets with Joy Mercado, who has agreed to go out for lunch with Mary Jane.
Mary Jane's not a girl's girl. I'm sorry, she's not.
Just like Elaine, huh?
Yeah.
Joy Mercado, or as we call her, who's the blonde now? Come on, Lilith, the other blonde.
Ben Riley.
Oh! Oh no, Nora Winters. That's right.
Oh.
It's been a while because
Why'd you say that name? Nora's one of those names too.
Well, that's important casting to come and go, because modern comics, they can't, when's the last time we saw Jameson in this podcast?
Yeah.
It got too real.
Hey, he's fair and balanced.
Oh God, what if they cast Bill O'Reilly as Jameson?
Spider-Man and the Democrats are a threat and a menace.
Buy my book.
Along the way, Mary Jane tells Joy that she needs advice of a friend. Watching the two women is the Puma.
Nope, you didn't do it right. Puma.
Puma, Jerry. Puma. He wonders why Joy is spending time with Peter Parker's wife.
Aren't we all? Cat fight.
With Raquel Welch. The Puma returns to his office and returns to human form. He finds himself conflicted between the man he is and who his tribe has bred him to become.
Wait. He still owes Spider-Man one at this point, right?
Oh, yeah. That's why he bought the Bugle. Yeah. Trying
Okay.
to redeem his reputation. Yeah.
Just trying to get the timeline together. That's all.
He keeps owing them. Yeah. Because he keeps either attacking them or believing
He
the
should
worst.
just look out like, Puma, really, man? You're the poor man's Black Panther. Get out of here. Beat him.
Oh!
Scram. You ain't even got precious metals to trade. Get out of here.
Well, that's how they snuck the Puma in. There was a couple years there. They weren't doing much with Black Panther.
Yeah.
He also goes over his attempts to repay a debt of honor to Spider-Man by boosting his public image, a task that is going along smoothly. Yeah, putting up
right.
billboards.
Every 6 months, back to the drawing board. Damn it,
I know.
Jameson. Damn it. You and your spider slayers.
Damn kids and your spider slayers. He also considers the fact that the Kingpin is looking to hire him to eliminate Hammerhead and the...
Oh, not Hammerhead. He's incompetent, but he's a lovable guy.
Oh, Lil, we're going to have to cover all this. Hammerhead and the Chameleon trying to take over the
I was
Kingpin's
going to say,
empire.
that sounds right up Ray-Ray's alley, to be fair.
Mutant werewolves. We're gonna. We have to get there.
Oh, you gotta make sure I got my medicine.
Oh yes. Wait, your liquid medicine or your smoke medicine?
the inhalable medicine
Oh,
or the
your-
edible medicine. Take your pick.
your anxiety medication. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Yes.
Can't do it without it. So just make sure. Ask me before we read those issues.
Am I supposed to get my medicine soon?
Oh no, you know what? We're gonna have to replace something because I had a slot saved in the fall because for the Into the Spider-Verse sequel, which they've now pushed back to 2023.
Sucker. You thought Sony was gonna put something out on time, sucker.
Well, it's not Morbius. It's something good. I thought they put it out on time.
Well, we'll see. Maybe Disney's pissed that they snuck in a way to get their third Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. More people were talking about Toby and Andrew than they were Tom Holland. I'm just saying, they're pissed.
Go
So
ahead,
they had to
throw it
rework
in.
their deal.
Go ahead, throw it in.
Wait, who was talking about all these Andrew and Toby?
The Spider Babies.
I'm just saying, like, more people were excited for them than Tom Holland's actual third movie, so. No tea, no shade to the MCU.
What?
No tea, no shade to the MCU, but it's true.
Well, that's why everyone else is going to steal the show, Doctor Strange. Anyway,
Oh yeah, good old Benjamin Cookie Crumble.
Cabbage Patch. Get it
Never
right.
gets old, bro. It never gets old.
Deciding what's that meme? It's like him and Robert Downey Jr. and it's like, you know, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, exactly. To be fair, at least Jude Law was his Watson. Just saying. RDJ's Watson, so
Oh yeah.
he wins. Sorry to break it to you, he wins.
Oh please, Robert Downey Jr.'s won a lot.
That's why in he picked a reality where Tony was dead because he could not prosper as long as Stark was alive. Just admit that it's true, man. Just make that canon. We all know it's true.
Yeah, why couldn't Captain Marvel snap? She had the gauntlet. Deciding he needs guidance, Thomas has his secretary, Glory Grant, arrange a trip to New Mexico so he can meet with his tribal elders.
New Mexico? So
Oh, yeah.
random.
We might have to read that 2 parter soon. I was just
Oh, yeah.
Wait for it. There's a New Mexico?
There's a stolen Mexico.
Oh,
burn.
Sorry, that's one of my favorite lines from Homer.
After he is off the phone, Fireheart witnesses as the black swarm goes past his office window. The feeling of pure evil chills him to the bone. Yeah, just like every guy Lilith dates, hell. Chills him to the bone.
They don't know why, though. By the time they figure it out, it's too late.
5'3" of pure evil.
That's
Not
how you
far-
know. That's how you know I'm evil. You gotta keep it close to Satan.
Not far away, the swarm goes past Mary Jane and Joy Mercado, making them both feel like someone walked over their graves. Watch out, Joy, you're a blonde in the Spider-Man universe.
Don't put a headband on. Whatever you do, I repeat, do not put a headband on.
And this issue is written by Jerry Conway. Watch yourself.
He was just itching, like, should I do it? No, I won't do it. But if you want me to, I can. Just know that bridge is 5. That they can walk to the bridge and she can get thrown off at any time. That's why they're out to lunch.
Leave the poor man alone. He's nice enough to come on and talk to us.
I know. We didn't bring it up while he was on the show.
And you know why she demanded that we talk to him when we did? This is how bad she is. He was 69 years old.
And the clock was ticking. You know what? He can be the first of how to use 69. He'll be the first. We can just throw that over there. See? It works out.
We need some agent every time someone famous turns 69.
Are there any even famous people left anymore? Like, ever since Betty White died, life has not been the same. I don't care. It's not worth living, I tell you. No Betty White in this world. It's not worth living.
I know we lost a lot of comedians, but meanwhile, Dan the Dido still walks the earth.
Hey now. If he could just get his ego in check, he is in front of his own greatness. It's so sad. But we won't talk. We will talk about that on the Patreon one day.
I think this top. You could say that about this top row. Just, well, come on. Shaking off this feeling, Mary Jane then tells Joy that she has asked Joy for advice because she has been thinking of another man.
Yeah, the guy with all the money named Bruce. No, not him.
Jason. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, during their wedding, yeah, some guy named Bruce she knew was trying to steal her away. So we're like, it was a rich guy.
Because Peter Parker does show up in like Superman sometimes. Like it's not Peter Parker, but you know it's Peter Parker. So it's only fair.
But a rich guy named Bruce, we're like, we know who you are.
Batman, my favorite character.
That time he came to New York to meet Daredevil, we know. It was for Mary Jane.
I love Batman.
That's what she said. What am I on The Office? That's what she said. Meanwhile, Spider-Man is awakened in the crypt and discovers that he is trapped. He attempts to lift the cover off. Didn't it? That's what I don't get. Didn't it crumble? What is this lifting?
It's psychosomatic. He didn't really want to do anything. It's okay. We go through issues like this all the time.
All right, and I know she's going to demand this drop, but it wasn't. Yeah, well, was there some kind of mystical sucking effect too?
Ooh, that'll go perfect with the tentacles, the quantum sparkly tentacles. That'll go perfect.
Oh, an oldie but a goodie.
Yeah, quantum
tentacles.
Yeah, quantum tentacles have suckling cups on them.
No, the sparkly quantum tentacles go great with.
I don't think those are tentacles.
Yeah,
nope, definitely a sentient tongue.
Oh.
Well, I mean, if it's a Spider-Man book, to be fair.
Is that a sentient tongue?
He attempts to lift the cover off, but it's far too heavy. However, he refuses to give up. Oh, God. Okay. Hey, kids. For the first time ever, Spider-Man's going to try to lift something heavy off his back.
The jokes write themselves, but I'll stay classy.
Oh. Oh, okay. I got you. Don't worry. I got.
Let me get a ride on your alligator back, bro.
He wishes.
No, he refuses to give up, and thinking about his wife, thinking of another man, he manages to muster the strength to break free, causing the already damaged lid to shatter under the strain.
Hope that wasn't a magical, mystical relic or anything.
It was in a Fisk building. How great could it have been? After Spider-Man recovers, he decides to pay a visit to the She-Hulk and find out why she left him buried alive.
So that wasn't me. That was a horny Doombot, stupid.
Whoa! That's true. Soon Spider-Man arrives at the construction site where Avengers Mansion is currently under reconstruction.
As always, to be fair.
Wait a minute, because remember, kids, Avengers Mansion was on Avengers Island until it got sunk when? Acts of Vengeance.
Yes.
Just start the timeline, Acts of Vengeance, and connect all your red string to it.
Oh my God, it was horny Doombots too, because Doom sent those robots.
I'm telling you that everything wrong with the Marvel Universe, horny Doombots.
That's what we're saying. Forget Secret Invasion. We're gonna do like a horny Doombot event where like every book there's like some woman who's been replaced by a robot, like an angry robot. Like Spider-Man's gonna be Betty Brant. Yeah, we had a bunch picked out. His arrival sets off the alarm, drawing out the Avengers. When Captain America asks Spider-Man what Spider-Man wants, the Wallcrawler explains that he has come looking for She-Hulk. When She-Hulk arrives, Spider-Man sucker punches her with an old Sal Buscema right cross.
Yeah.
He hit a lady? I do declare.
So, wait a minute. I want to get this straight in my head here. He literally has a villain that has been mentioned in this issue by the name of the Chameleon. I'm just saying.
And like Lilith mentioned, we had Roebuck doubles in the past. It's the Marvel. I know, and I know he jumps to those conclusions. Well,
sometimes Pete's not the smartest. That's why he's not in school right now. He doesn't have a thinking cap on.
He did miss class due to fake She-Hulk. So
that's right.
I mean, he literally had something dropped on his head though. This issue, guys. Come
That's
on.
true.
That's like every issue, though.
I mean, his mind was clouded from the thought of slipping it in a tentacle,
from a Hulk
in
smash.
a cement, yeah.
All right. If for no other time, I mean, I think this is the perfect time for
Slow down. We need this for drops.
Talk slowly, kids. And if you like what Matt Kona is speaking, I'll get him on here every week to talk slow and dirty to you. Come on.
He gives me his bone.
And Matt, you are not forgotten. We'll still ask for that.
That
drop
is now
every
the
week.
official Kona button. It's not the rim shot button. It's that button.
We'll ask for that every week. Lilith is now falling in love with that drop.
He gives me his bone.
It's so useful. I don't know why it's useful, but it is.
That's what she said. So yeah, Spider-Man, She-Hulk come to blows. However, the other Avengers step between the pair and subdue them both. Having heard Spider-Man's claim that She-Hulk tried to kill him, Captain America asks him to explain himself. After hearing Spider-Man's claims, She-Hulk denies trying to bury him alive. Well, wouldn't you? The other
She's
Avengers,
a lawyer. She knows.
The other Avengers also claim that She-Hulk has been with them the entire day. To confirm this, Captain America shows the wall crawler the computer records that show that She-Hulk hadn't left her Computer.
It's 1990. Computer.
And it's the size of a room. Yes. Of course it is. Here, let me show these records, kid. Unwilling to accept this, Spider-Man. What computer? Spider-Man angrily storms off, leaving the Avengers to wonder what will come from this. As Spider-Man swings away, his spider sense. Oh God!
It's working, is it?
Yeah, it didn't tell him that big, huge. It didn't tell him, don't go under that huge concrete slab. But yeah,
it's fun if that wasn't She-Hulk. I mean,
yeah,
I know.
It's ting ting ting-a-lid, ting ting ting-a-lid.
Throw it away at this point. Just throw the damn spider sense away.
I think some of the creators wanted to. But yes, the warns him of a passing pigeon, wondering why his spider sense would warn him about a harmless bird. Oh, yeah, pigeon, the harmless bird. No. Why would it go off for a pigeon?
Rat with wings!
He swings onward without giving it further thought. However, as soon as Spider-Man is out of sight, the pigeon suddenly transforms into, oh God, the Space Phantom.
Tell me you want to do a deep dive without telling me you want to do a deep dive.
Avengers #2, the original Avengers #2.
You have to specify nowadays. It's sad.
Yeah. Volume 1, #2.
Yeah.
How old was that book? Captain America wasn't even an Avenger yet.
Yeah.
And Hulk was. As it turns out, he was posing as She-Hulk and was responsible for the attempt on Spider-Man's life. Gloating over the success with the first phase of his employer's plans, the Phantom contacts the mysterious being who hired him.
Wait a minute. I feel like DC needs to call and make a call and say not use it. It's like, we have the Phantom Stranger. What are you doing over here?
Oh, he wishes he was the Phantom Stranger. Don't have his wardrobe. But yes, he wants to know what the black cloud they released was, but his mysterious benefactor refuses to divulge this. Instead, he tells the Space Phantom to continue on to phase 2 of their plan.
You know what that black cloud was, don't you, Phil? You're a South Park fan. It was smug. I just got done watching that episode. In my rewatch, it was smug.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it came from integrity. The Space Phantom appears to comply, but in reality, he's making his own plans. When Peter Parker returns home, he catches the tail end of an upsetting conversation Mary Jane was having on the phone. Happy to see her husband, Mary Jane tells him it was a wrong number and tells him that she loves him. On the other end of the line is Jason Jerome, a fellow actor, has been trying to romance Mary Jane, despite the fact that she is married. With the abrupt hang-up, Jason believes that Mary Jane is cracking under the pressure.
That's how you get kidnapped, stupid!
I know it's Caesar all over again. Jeez, man, this couple cannot. This couple does not have any luck with anybody with the initials double J.
Oh, yeah.
All right, thoughts on this?
No, it's hilarious.
I don't think he's right for Mary Jane.
Oh,
we all know she's too good for him, but you know. We demanded it. They finally gave it to us. We're still waiting on the actual real marriage again, but you know.
Yeah.
Not bitter.
Well,
I only talk about it every episode. Not bitter.
Yeah. She-Hulk states all is forgiven. Yeah, the Spider-Man's mentioned as an honorary member, and they refer to the time Spider-Man tried to join the Avengers in Avengers 316 through 318. Lilith, we're gonna get there soon.
I know, but like, shout out to Spider-Man, who's like been an Avenger, been a Fantastic Four member, getting ready to be a Fantastic Four member again. With Wolverine.
Oh yeah, they're doing that flashback miniseries of him, Ghost Rider, Hulk, and Wolverine, written by Peter David.
That's the only reason I'm gonna give it a pass. Okay, anybody
Grey
else?
Grey Hulk by Peter
and
David.
It's like, oh, let's do a flashback story again, but two.
Hey man, they're milking the '90s, man.
Jeez, making me embarrassed to be a '90s kid over here.
All right, gentlemen, any thoughts on this issue?
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm intrigued by the computer boxes, but the mission, this mysterious mission, and the subjects observed, and so still don't.
Lots of setup, huh?
It will be revealed. Yeah,
you know, and this thing has this mystical component to it, but spoilers. It's flesh-eating bugs, right?
Magical flesh-eating.
They are magical. Okay.
Oh, do you really?
It's just a bad package from Amazon. That's what it is.
Oh,
nice.
Blasphemy!
And Spider-Man said.
Seems like I'm getting a package every other day.
That's right, kids. You know who that was.
I, of course, somehow Jordan.
All right. So, yes, the Avengers headquarters is still under construction. It'll be done in Avengers 329, which we covered on the Quantum Zone.
We did indeed.
Leave a link in the show notes, Phil.
I will. Remember, Will? It was the arc before the cupcakes.
It was it's pre-cupcake. Yes.
Yes. Before Rage took Doom down with cupcakes.
Doombot.
Relatable.
Doombot.
I mean, what those last couple of pages are like one of those Hostess ads.
Yep.
All right, so let's. All right, I know Lil's been sitting here patiently for 33 minutes. All right, next issue, Spectacular Spider-Man.
169.9.
And you want pure 90s, just look at that cover.
Oh my God, yes. That needs to actually be a framed picture.
The Outlaws. Oh yeah, it's in the dictionary under 1990s, yes. The Outlaws, yes. October 1990. Oh God, the Outlaw Trail.
There's a joke there, but I'll leave it alone.
Don't follow that down, Lil. Hey,
Manscaped. I'm saying that's the that's our audition joke for Manscaped. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, we want some kind of sponsor that has to deal with or around the genitalia. So,
power of the penis.
But that's just our business, you know.
Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my business.
Same creative team. All right. Unaware that they're being observed by some unknown being. Again, what is this? The Clone Saga? Being observed from afar by an unknown being. Spider-Man meets with the Puma, Prowler, Rocket Racer. God help us, and Sandman.
James Franco? What?
No. When the group asks why they have all been called together, and Spider-Man reminds them that they had worked together in the recent past. Web of Spider-Man 50. He then explains that he has gathered them together in order to go up against the Avengers. Oh, God, you're okay. You want to fight the Avengers again? Thor, Quasar, Cersei, and Eternal. Okay, okay. Let me call Rocket Racer.
First on the speed dial, man.
Really? Rocket Racer. Okay. He then explains. This comes as a surprise to the group of reformed vigilantes. Spider-Man explains to them that he was apparently tricked by She-Hulk into releasing some strange black void from a tenement. When he went to confront the Avengers about it, She-Hulk. Okay, I'm sorry. What was Conway smoking when he wrote this?
Something good.
Smoked a doobie.
Yeah, he tells them how he confronted She-Hulk. She denied it. And Spider-Man thinks they're lying and wants to find out why. Although, he said Captain America's lying. How dare he?
Yeah, I mean, come on. It's Cap.
Exactly. I don't think he knows how to lie. They all agree that there is something big going on and they should intervene. Is this the intervention? When the wall crawler asks Puma if this will make them even, but the Puma explains that the debt will be paid when he decides that it is. There's some rules for you. Deciding to get to the bottom of what they are going on, he sends the Puma and the Prowler to investigate whatever it was that they released by looking over the files at Wilson Fisk's corporate headquarters. Just a revolving door. While Sandman and Rocket Racer check their records at the Department of Buildings at City Hall. While they are doing this, Spider-Man is going to sweep the city, trying to find the swarm that he unleashed. As they go about their task, they are unaware that Spider-Man has been tracked by the Avengers in one of their Quinjets. Inside the craft, Captain America, She-Hulk, Thor, Quasar, and Cersei go over their records about Spider-Man's allies. They are concerned that they all have criminal records and are concerned that they're going to engage in illegal activities.
I didn't think that they were really that concerned about, busting bank robbers anymore. It was more threat.
Wasn't that part of that when they redid that UN charter? I know, yeah.
But if it just so happened to stumble across a bank robber, you're not gonna say no to punching a bank robber in the face.
Like when we get to that Amazing Spider-Man issue at the end tonight. Yeah, and again, I'm sure that Quinjet has some stealth tech on, some pretty quiet.
It's no Blackbird, but
But really, Spider-Man can't see a Quinjet coming at 50 feet behind him.
Especially since he always has his head either in the clouds or up his ass. Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Come on, get your head out of your butt, buddy.
All right. When they decide what they're going to do, Captain America says they should wait and see what happens. Meanwhile, Mary Jane goes to a singles bar in Soho to meet with Jason Jerome. Oh, yeah.
A singles bar? Meet him at church, sister.
Oh. And again, yeah.
You want to get kidnapped, I see. It's okay. She wants to get kidnapped.
I'm not interested, but I'm going to meet you at a singles bar. Okay. Okay.
Not at a library, police station, so many things.
She wonders why she agreed to meet with him as she is a married woman. Jason is glad that she came, but Mary Jane insists that she came to tell him that nothing is going to happen. When he tries to get her to sit down and have a drink, she tries to leave the bar. Out on the street, Jason catches up to her and forces her to kiss him. Breaking away, Mary Jane spots her cousin Christy, who is out for a walk.
Christy! Oh no!
No wonder they disappeared her from this
She
series.
saw she knew too much. She had to go.
No one can know my
Some
secret.
say she fell off the bridge that day.
No one can know my secret, little snap.
You mean thwip over the bridge.
And if that's not bad enough, she was on a walk. She was taking Normie Osborn for a walk.
Normie, you know why Normie's hair is so big? It's because it's full of secrets. That's a Mean Girls reference.
Okay, I got to throw somebody under the bus. Yeah, those Osborns.
My fetish is to get touched by a white man with cornrows.
Thank you, Mel.
Hey, careful. Your wife, Justin Timberlake, used to have cornrows, so careful with that drop.
I know. While she tries to explain to Christy that it isn't what it looks like and tries to flee, watching Mary Jane go,
She's like, sure, Jan.
Jason figures his plan to seduce Mary Jane is going according to plan. Excellent.
Excellent. Gave him one of those.
At that moment, Spider-Man's spider sense has brought him to the Central Park Zoo, where he witnesses the black swarm consuming the apes in the zoo. Once it finishes, it goes after Spider-Man, cornering him. Suddenly, the wall behind him breaks open as the Avengers come to the wall crawler's rescue. When the swarm tries to attack them, it is driven off by a blast from Quasar's quantum band. You're welcome.
Bubble it up.
Bubble it up, stupid. I know. Again, this is another one. Outside of his bulk, they don't know his power. This is a crossing line all over again. Will, make a net.
A bubble to contain the bugs.
It's a bubble.
They're bugs.
Did anyone give them the notes when he showed up in other people's books? He's a bubble boy. When Captain America wants to know what's going on, the web slinger tells him to ask She-Hulk since this all started because of her. She-Hulk continues to deny anything that has happened. Spider-Man still refuses to believe her and tells them to stay out of his way while he tries to learn the truth. Meanwhile, the Prowler and Puma successfully break into the Kingpin's office because anyone can get in that office. Hell. As they go through the computer records, Puma thinks about how the Kingpin recently asked him to assassinate Hammerhead and the Chameleon.
Chameleon again.
A job that he is still considered. Oh yeah, Chameleon's in the books currently, so yeah, I don't know why. Well, I guess Chameleon couldn't replicate She-Hulk's strength though.
I don't know. He seemed to be pretty strong, right?
What, the Chameleon?
Well, not Chameleon. You're right.
He's a wuss.
Phantom.
Yeah. The Prowler manages to dump all the data on the property. Just then, the Puma sense the Kingpin approaching the office, and the two make their escape before they are seen. Oh God, what can that Kingpin smell like? All right, let's take it down a little bit. We don't want to wake Matt Kona. Okay. The poor man. While at the Department of Records, the Sandman waits for the chief inspector to leave so he can return to human form and help Rocket Racer get inside. When the racer finds the foul on the building, the Sandman suddenly attacks him. Suspecting that the same thing that happened to She-Hulk happened to the Sandman, Rocket Racer escapes with the foul. However, this is not really Sandman, but the Space Phantom, the real instigator of current events. Returning to his proper form, the Space Phantom is then visited by the holographic projection of his employer. This being demands to know why the Space Phantom disobeyed his orders. The Space Phantom is upset that since being rescued from limbo, his benefactor has told him to do things without telling him why, and decides that he will only work for himself. When the Space Phantom leaves to carry on his own agenda, his employer concludes that everything is going according to plan. Excellent. Meanwhile, the Sandman has returned from limbo with no memory of what happened. When the Rocket Racer returns to their meeting place and attacks the Sandman, Spider-Man also arrives and breaks them up. When the others arrive, Rocket Racer explains how the Sandman had attacked him. The Sandman doesn't remember being at the Department of Records. Spider-Man believes Sandman and suspects that there is something going on, and that it is time for them to confront the Avengers for answers. All right. Thoughts? Right side of that screen.
It's all good.
Quasar threw out a blast. Yay.
Yay. Yeah, is this the issue where they missed? No, that was in Amazing Spider-Man 348. We'll get there.
Yes. But I love how, I don't know. I guess there's too much misdirection going on, but I'm like, we're really struggling with this Black Cloud when we have Quasar and Thor, and, like I said, and we have an Eternal, we have Cersei.
It's never enough. Spider-Man fans expect way too much.
Hey-oh. Oh, please! It's 1990. I think Spider-Man used in their book by them appearing here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, kids. Back then, the Avengers weren't the big thing they are now.
Their book still doesn't really sell that good, so it's true.
I know.
No
But
matter
all you
what
feel,
freaking
all you movie,
combination you put.
all you. Oh yeah, I mean, they're kind of shifting away from that now. But when this current volume started, I mean, the team was.
I mean, Moon Knight showed up for God's sakes.
Oh
wow!
Like anybody can get it, okay? Avengers, I don't want it. It's too easy.
But they threw all the movie people on there. You know, Captain America, Captain Marvel, Black Panther. Anyone who was in a TV show or a movie, Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider was on there. It's like, I see what you're doing. Black Widow was there for a while. It's like, okay. Doctor Strange showed up for an arc. It's like, okay, I get it.
I knew anybody could get to be an Avenger when Jessica Jones shows up as a house mom. I'm like, yep, that'll do it. You do not have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me.
Well, that's in that dark period when Will stopped reading Avengers, and we know why.
Yeah, I don't blame you, homie.
Bendis.
Yes, Bendis slander. Mark your bingo cards, children.
All right. So, any other thoughts on 169 before we get to 170?
Well,
it's a very good second leg and a third, and you know, it's a very good second leg of the story.
Lil's like, let's get to that third leg.
Yes, on to Paris.
I didn't say Apple Power.
Yeah, at least we get more At least we get more Avengers presence in this one.
Yes.
And
Quasar threw out one blast.
Yeah, whatever you say,
like,
Capper.
There's
Up
your
to you,
shekel. Now
Cap.
get out of here.
Oh my god! And if 169's cover wasn't 90s, look at 170's cover.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
And how dare they? Look, they have everyone facing off against someone on the cover. Please, Rocket Racer versus Quasar. Really?
Oh.
Yeah, we needed that to spin off into its own Quasar issue. Come on. Skateboard. Yeah, I'd never heard of him.
Y'all should write. You should file for personal compensation, Will.
Well, you know, Quasar does completely, capture and return Venom in like 3 panels of his own series.
True.
I'm just saying.
Back to Acts of Vengeance.
Hey, we never said Peter Parker was competent, okay? He's a menace to me, and he always will be. I agree with Jonah. I'm just saying, I agree with him.
Wait a minute. Yes, yeah, he returns Venom in 3 panels. Yes, that's where we got the drop.
Sparkly quantum.
Yes.
Tentacles.
All comes around.
All roads lead to Acts of Vengeance.
And I'm sorry, but yeah, Sandman's really going to take Thor. Okay.
I mean, that 90s Thor? Sure. I can believe it.
Burn. All right. So let's do Spectacular Spider-Man 170, November 1990. The final calculation. Math.
Oh, calculation.
I was assured there would be no math.
Oh.
Sorry.
It looks like about the same team. Colors Bob Sharon.
Ooh.
So yes, we took the woman out. Now it's a complete sausage fest. All right.
Relatable.
Oh, she wouldn't have it any other way. All right. At the construction site of Avengers Mansion, Spider-Man and the Outlaws wait for the Avengers to return to their headquarters, unaware that their actions are being observed by a mysterious figure. Again, what is this? The Clone Saga?
I always feel like somebody's watching me, and you would be right.
When the Avengers Quinjet lands, Spider-Man tells his allies they should keep a particular eye on She-Hulk. Spider-Man takes the lead by ambushing the Avengers. Oh, man. He decks Cap. It's like, oh. The Outlaws are all shocked by what happened, especially when Spider-Man gives their position away. As the Avengers and the Outlaws clash, Spider-Man lands out of sight and changes back to his true form, that of the Space Phantom. This causes Spider-Man to return from limbo with no memory of what happened. Convenient. Confused by what happened, his spider sense just barely warns him in time to avoid a sneak attack from She-Hulk. Oh, another sneak attack. He ain't holding nothing this time. The Space Phantom watches from his hiding place, gloating over his plan to foil his employer's plans. Oh, God. Again, it's I have plans. This guy has plans. Unfortunately, the Space Phantom hasn't accounted for the Puma's enhanced senses and is quickly found by the Master Hunter. Craven would like to have a
Oh,
word.
he's not a masturbator. He doesn't fish.
I knew it was coming.
He hunts on land.
Oh. I knew that masturbation joke was coming.
Come.
Oh,
See, Manscaped, it's
you gotta hand it to her.
Oh.
Has anyone told you you're very handsome?
Come on, Will. You want to put one up? That's why you got to watch the YouTube, kids.
He's not putting one up because not only is he the master of the quantum zone, he's the master of his own domain. Seinfeld, come on.
George.
He won a contest.
But he cheated, so
He's the master of his own domain name. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
QuantumZone.org.
Yeah. He's just a Y. He's just a Y away from money. I don't know. Just trying to make a origin joke. The opposite of masturbation.
All right. We'll try 3 more times. Maybe it'll happen. 3 or more. Meanwhile, Spider-Man tries to stay away from She-Hulk, trying to explain to her that he didn't attack the Avengers moments earlier. Realizing that someone has been impersonating them, finally, he swings into the middle of the battle and convinces the Avengers and the Outlaws to stand down. As he explains that someone was impersonating them, Puma proves this by bringing them the Space Phantom. With Quasar restraining the Space Phantom, both teams take to the sub-basement of the Avengers headquarters. And again, he just throws something, he wraps around the middle of them. Again, bubble him up.
Yeah.
Or dump his ass in the quantum zone.
Yeah.
There's literally nothing there. Oh my God. No, I was going to say, Will, what is... Oh, wait, the wrong costume. I was going to say the presence isn't there yet. So, yeah, there's literally nobody there.
There's nobody there yet. Not at all.
See, Lilith, we knew which issues came first by the costume Quasar was wearing.
Nerds.
Actually, the costume that he was wearing in the previous issues,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Never actually happened. He's actually wearing the costume in the 348. In these,
the costume he wears in 348 is the one he always wore because Origin retroactively changed that so he could
retcon.
Yes. So he could defeat
a retcon in a comic book? No.
So he could defeat Maelstrom in Quasar 25. That's right. Which Will got.
Quasar.
Which signed copy Will got of 25.
Yes, by the way, thanks, Matt.
Yes, thanks, Matt.
Happy to help.
Keith Williams?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
And I got the first appearance. I got the first appearance of Kid Reaper.
See you later, Bunky.
Yes, that was your special birthday.
Even signed it.
Special treatment.
All right. The Avengers explain how the Space Phantom's shape-shifting powers shunt the person he's impersonating into limbo. Sounds like Lilith after a couple drinks. When the person returns, they have no memory of what happens. When they ask what the Space Phantom was planning, he tells the gathered heroes that he is as clueless as they are. Oh, burn. He explains how he was rescued from limbo by a mysterious entity who enlisted him to free the strange black swarm. When the Space Phantom suggests that they join forces, but the heroes flat out refuse him. They then go over the data collected by the Outlaws regarding the property and lock the Space Phantom in a holding cell. It's so weird. It looks like he's already standing in something and Quasar just puts bars in front of it. Again, bubble his ass up.
Lock him up. Lock him up.
Exactly. When the creature's alone, it says with the creature, it's a space fan. When he's alone, his mysterious employer appears and tells him that his usefulness has come to an end and banishes him back to limbo.
No Egg McMuffin or Uber ride for you.
I knew that was coming. I was gonna say, like Sunday morning at Lil's house. Get out. Meanwhile, the heroes learn that the property where the Black Cloud was released was once owned by Ambrose Carpathian. Wait, wasn't he the guy at Ghostbusters?
Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Ghostbusters 2.
Oh no, I was gonna. I meant
painting.
oh yeah, that guy. No, I meant the first one who, who worshipped Gozer.
Oh yeah. There was only Zool.
If somebody asked you if you're a god,
you say yes.
It's like obvious.
It's Ray. He's innocent. Ambrose Carpathian was a millionaire and member of an occult society called the Arcane Order of the Night. Wait, they can't be up to trouble. They used to perform ritual services on the very spot where the swarm was hidden. Carpathian mysteriously disappeared while in Germany during World War I. They also discovered that his neighborhood was the site of a mysterious murders where the victims were skinned alive. At that moment, Cersei finishes going through old records about Carpathian's past. Ambrose was also an explorer. In 1890, there it is again, kids. He traveled to the Amazon
Somebody
River.
get turned into Century right now.
Oh, don't you use that name in vain. He's Kona's sitting right there. Everyone on his party died, and he returned home with the trunk, which he refused to open for customs when he returned to the United States. Comparing the dates, Captain America notes that the mysterious murders happened shortly after his expedition. They realized that Carpathian wanted to use the Black Cloud for his mystical ceremonies, but couldn't control it and locked in the crypt below his mansion until Spider-Man was tricked by the Space Phantom to release it. Boarding a Quinjet, the two teams track down the swarm and try to attack it. It fights back, wrecking the Quinjet. As the heroes abandon ship near the USS Intrepid, there the swarm takes on a humanoid form. The heroes are faring poorly against the creature. That's when Spider-Man believes that they may not be facing a single entity, but an actual swarm.
Doesn't he? Wait.
Yeah, is there a villain? Actually, he's actually fought a villain
Swarm?
of like actual bees. Yes. Oh yeah, wasn't it like a dead?
Beyond's gonna get him for copyright infringement. Mark my words. It's the long game.
Again, swarm. Yeah, he's a Nazi skeleton covered in bees. Come on.
Not the bees. Not the bees.
Poor bees. The hero. He kind of comes up with a plan and tells it to the others. While both teams distract the creatures, Spider-Man and She-Hulk go back to the tomb and recover the trunk. Eventually, the combined might of the Avengers and the Outlaws manage to funnel the swarm inside Sandman's body. Since he is immune to the swarm's hunger, he is able to it's still hurting him though, but he's still able to force them out of his body through he's able to force them out of his body through a single point.
Yep.
And
at least it wasn't the urethra fill.
Oh, that's not funny.
Angry bees.
But then they shoot it into the trunk. Once it is sealed, Quasar fuses the lid of the trunk. That's when Spider-Man uses a web line to attach the trunk to Thor's hammer. The Thunder God then tosses his hammer out into space where it sends the trunk into the void in hopes that it will never threaten the Earth again. Again, we really got to go through this rigmarole with the hammer and webbing. Quasar can take it into orbit or dump it in the quantum zone where there's literal nothingness. Yeah. It could float in a bubble in the quantum zone. Guess what? Thor needed something to do. I don't know. With the danger over, the Outlaws depart. The Prowler telling the Wall Crawler to look them up if he ever needs help with anything. Once they are gone, Spider-Man apologizes to She-Hulk for not trusting her. She-Hulk thanks him, and they all wonder who enlisted the Space Phantom for this scheme. Spider-Man figures that they'll never know, and soon the Avengers take off. Once he is alone, Spider-Man is visited by the Space Phantom's mysterious master. It turns out to be the new god known as Calculus.
Not
Get out!
young god, not new god.
Oh,
Phil.
okay, yeah, oh yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Someone whoever
DC
said new
Sears
god.
just perked up. They're like, who can we sue now?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, not new gods. Yes, the young god known as kids. You all love him, Calculus.
He was the bane of my existence my junior year of high school.
I heard you dated him. I heard he gave you the D. He explains that while he could not interfere with humanity, he knew the threat the swarm could have been had the Kingpin torn down the old mansion without knowing what was hidden inside. Unable to get involved directly, he orchestrated the events, knowing that Spider-Man and his allies would be able to stop it. Okay, so he has the power, but he chooses not to interfere. So, yes, he's not a new god. He's a guardian of the universe. Yeah, okay.
Nice.
Why didn't he just put something pop up in a computer saying, "Hey, there's something here. Why don't you go send Quasar to just take care of it?"
Yeah.
He really kind of.
I know. Instead of the whole Space Phantom She-Hulk thing, how about having it like, a piece of paper just smack Spider-Man in the face as he web slinging. Wait, what's this?
Yeah, this is bad. We should deal with this.
When Spider-Man points out that making a conscious effort to arrange the situation is hypocritical as it did involving taking action, Calculus teleports away without answering Spider-Man's question, but it gives him a lot to think about. All right, kid. Thoughts?
More concerns, really.
Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. Calculus, we mentioned the Evolutionary War, so we're going to have to cover that.
I think Charlie can handle that.
Oh, that's right. That's right, on the new show. Well, Spider-Man had some issues, too. Will's like, shut up.
I know, shut up, you!
All right, thoughts?
What even happened?
So yeah, there's a lot to digest. I don't know.
Do we think there was enough action for all these two teams of characters here?
No, not at all.
No.
Yeah.
And as Quasar fans, I find myself looking at him in weird poses or with a strange facial expression on in the background and no lines.
Like he's posing. He's like, here, let me put up some bars.
Yeah. I mean, at least he does that, I guess. But reading ahead, he kind of looks real buff and stout in some of them and just serious, and he's not really doing too much. But
again, like I said, it's the crossing line all over again. It's someone outside his book who doesn't know his powers, and it's just like,
yeah. I mean, I guess it's more than what he does in. I forget if we might have talked about it briefly on a old early Quantum Zone, but the episode where he just plows snow with his
that one with Spider-Man. Yeah. There's one panel of him just plowing.
Wait, is that a euphemism or?
No, it's literal, but
okay.
It's with a fake She-Hulk in a tenement apartment. I don't know.
Oh, so that's a recurring theme. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No, he's literally plowing snow. Meanwhile, Lilith's like,
everyone loves cocaine.
Exactly.
Yeah. Couldn't he melt the snow?
You would think. Maybe he's afraid of her. I don't know.
I don't know either.
William, any thoughts on this grade? I mean, they really like nerfed Quasar. I mean, God, who do they think he is? Hal Jordan?
We should do. We'll meet back on this date next year, and we'll have our fan fiction reboot of this storyline, which features what should have happened in Quasar, much more.
Well, you know.
I love how Kona's like, this story's such an effing mess. It'll take us a year to write a fan fiction to fix it.
Well, I'm just talking about myself and how I can get my act together. But, yeah.
Well, I mean, they nerfed, Cersei. They nerfed Thor. I mean,
and what was with Cersei's costume? What was with like the fur lining, which I don't think she ever has in any other book on that costume?
Yeah. She wanted to be a fancy woman, okay?
Is it cold out? I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't put some pants on. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not an awesome outing for Quasar.
No.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good outing for a lot of people.
Thor too. Like they should just go have a cup of coffee together because that was terrible for those two.
Yeah.
I mean, really, most of the Avengers didn't do much. I mean, Captain America shouted some orders, but again, trying to boost sales maybe on the Avengers book.
Well, this ain't the way, homie. This is
And you could tell they were just waiting for mail. They wanted people to write in and say, "Hey, we need an Outlaws book."
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that didn't happen.
Well,
they never did it, but I think that's what they were waiting for. That's when when the Prowler says, "Hey, if you need us, call." I think he was winking to the camera.
They
like,
throw
hey.
the card in the ocean, bro. In the Hudson. No, thank you.
The Prowler was winking at the camera. Hey, if you need us, give us a call. Please, kid. Black Cat got a miniseries in the 90s, not you.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Well, I gotta bow out, but I had a great time talking to you guys. I'm missing the Sandman leading the Avengers, but I look forward to listening to it. But I have some fatherly duties to get back to, and I gotta put on my Spider-Man Ben Reilly hoodie and steal off into the night. But
well, thank you for joining us.
Me.
Don't be a stranger, man.
Yep,
I won't. All right. Good night, Lilith and Bill.
Night,
and
Matt.
Bill.
I'll hold the punny business down without you. No worries.
Thank you so much. You hold it, and I'll slip out.
Oh!
Wow.
Okay. That's a good one. All right. Until next time. See ya.
Night.
Although I hope she's not green, or else you're doing it wrong.
No kink shame.
Oh, I'm sorry. You like the body paint? Okay. All right.
The glow in the dark kind, yeah.
Hey-oh. All right, we are going along, but it is episode 175. So, all right, let's get to Amazing Spider-Man 348.
Ooh, this one's tough.
Let's see if another creative team can do anything.
Well, I mean, it's got
Who
Eric
is this
Larson.
for? Who is this story for? I'm still confused. It's not for Spider-Man fans.
And again, were we trying to make a Sandman a thing? I mean,
We've always been low-key. We've always been trying to make Sandman a thing, but it's like he's got to go straight. You know what I mean?
but yeah, in the 90s.
I love my daughter. Give him the Deadshot treatment. You know?
Oh yeah, especially after Spider-Man 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, in the 90s, it was just, oh, hey, he's a hero now. He's going to join the Avengers. He's going to join Silver Sable's Wild Pack.
Oh, poor Silver Sable. Didn't she have it bad enough?
Hey, she knew what she wanted. She wanted some brainless muscle, and hey.
I mean, I can relate. It's fine.
Wow, that's true. Except he's not 20-something, well, hell.
Yeah, and he's got a kid. Extra baggage. No, thank you.
Oh my!
If you have kids, they have to be an adult and out of the house. That's how that works.
Well, I don't think you're gonna find a 20-something with that, love.
Exactly. And if you do, run.
Oh.
Alabama.
Oh, jeez.
So, I said Alabama, not Arkansas.
I know.
He's like close. Watching you.
It's about the
other
same.
word. Will's like, I know. You don't have to sugarcoat that. All right, Amazing Spider-Man 348, June 1991. So a year later, oh God, Righteous Sand.
And on that note, I'm gonna go.
Writer David Michelinie. Okay.
Okay. It's David.
Oh, look at someone being a fancy man. Penciler Eric J. Larson.
Ooh, okay. Shouldn't be a mess.
Inker Randy Emberlin, colorist Bob Sharon, letterer Rick Parker, and editor Danny Fingeroth. Thank you, Danny.
Don't get fingered.
Oh. After publicly joining the Avengers, remember Avengers 329 again. Moments before they're kidnapped by the Tetrarchs of Entropy.
Yikes.
Oh, please. What was worse than that? That gang lord. Come on.
Oh, you're right. That's true.
But
oh
then
my
there's
God.
the cupcake, man.
I didn't think that. I thought that gang lord was never seen again from that story, but he showed up in that Along Came a Spider. Me and Ray covered it because Ben Rat that
Sat down beside her and hey!
Oh! That Venom miniseries where Ben Rally showed up. Yeah, that LD50 shows up again. I'm like, really? Someone did this again? The Sandman shows off for the neighborhood children on Coney Island. I guess doesn't much there. He is called back on into the Casada house where he has been renting a room for months. Rosa Casada tells William that she has the unfortunate task to ask him to leave. Oh yeah, the paparazzi are following him now.
You need to leave.
Explaining that the media attention hasn't given her family a moment's rest. She tells him that she and her family deserve a normal life, something that the Sandman can't understand. Going to the front door, he tries to scare away the press, but realizes that it won't stop as long as he lives here. Dissolving into sand mode, the reformed villain slips away. Talking about slipping out. Although his
Dust
life
in
on
the wind, that's all we are.
Although his life on the straight and narrow has been difficult, he is still proud to be a member of the Avengers, even though he is only on the reserves.
Ooh, I wouldn't even brag about that. I mean, they let Hawkeye on the main team.
Oh,
wow.
Well, at this point,
I can say that as a Hawkeye fan. So, especially when he joined the first time, yeah, I can say that. It's fine.
All I'll say is the dress. That's all I'll say. All right. Wow. In Soho, Peter Parker complains to his wife about just the same thing as his wife prepares for her daily shoot on the set of Secret Hospital.
Secret Hospital. Somebody needs to make that a freaking show, please. Dear Disney Channel, dear Disney Plus, if you ever loved me.
General Hospital would like a word with you.
They own it. It's ABC.
Oh.
They played the long game. Oh my God. We cracked the code, Phil.
Yes. Mary Jane barely registers his complaint as she gets ready and heads out. Needing to blow off some steam because his wife left, Peter changes into Spider-Man, goes web slinging. He thinks about
He's
his
gonna go take it out on some criminals.
that frustration, if you will.
That pent up tension, yeah. It's
He
good for
thinks
that
about
release, bro.
Really?
It's like you're gonna make me look for it.
I don't do Twinkies or toaster strudels, so come. Don't pull it out unless you're gonna use it. That's true for guns and penises.
It's the real reason why he doesn't have organic web shooters.
Oh! Whoa! He thinks about his recent brush with death, battling Venom, and wonders if he is suffering
Bendis? Were you getting ready to say
Venom?
Bendis on the mind.
Suffering from some kind of post-traumatic stress. Yeah, when Venom took him to that island.
Against his will.
Whoa!
We don't talk about that though.
Wait, Venom's a billionaire? What? Since Mary Jane has moved on with her life, Peter figures he should try to do the same thing and heads for the Daily Bugle. There he approaches J. Jonah Jameson for some work, but Jameson is too busy to talk to him. That's when Peter is tipped off by Ben Urich that there is a strange shipment coming in through the Brooklyn train yards this afternoon. Boy, for a secret shipment, a lot of people seem to know about this.
Yeah,
this
exactly.
Train yard. Peter
like
thinks
clockwork.
Peter thinks, although it's Marvel New York, maybe you just say, hey, the train yard, you're going to hit gold eventually, you know.
Yeah.
Peter thanks Ben for the tip and decides to go and see if there is something worth taking pictures of. While in Brooklyn, the Sandman is approached by a concerned citizen who tells him that he saw some men in camouflage loading weapons into the back of a truck. It's New York. The Sandman goes to the address given to him, and he overhears how the men are intending to rob a shipment of radioactive materials to sell to terrorists. And decides
It's like they might get a spider in there, and there might be another Spider-Man. Can't have that.
He doesn't want people to die hard.
Why did they never do Speed on a Train? I guess because the second one didn't make a lot of money. But I guarantee if it had second one made money, it would have been Speed on a Train, bro.
Whoa.
Oh,
What
sorry.
happened?
Fix it.
Is that you? I was gonna say I don't think I hit that. That's what I get for giving you access to the controls. Jeez.
I was trying to hit my mute button.
Smoke a doobie. While at Empire State University, Peter considers getting in touch with the Avengers. When he walks into class, he is surprised to see it is filled with international students. Professor Swan tells Peter that the lab has been put on loan for the day. With nowhere else to go to get his mind off things, Peter decides to check out that lead that was given to him by Ben Urich. I love how it's like, oh, hey, there might be danger at the train yard, and the only reason he decides to go is there's nothing else going on in my life right now. I guess I'll save the day. At that same moment, Sandman frightens a kid selling counterfeit watches on a street corner so he can get a quarter and use a pay phone to call the Avengers.
I don't know what those are. I'm too young to know what that is.
Oh, my. Okay. So this obviously takes place after Avengers 329. He's a reserve Avenger. Doesn't he have one of those cards?
You would think. I don't. Maybe he left it at his other sand. I don't know.
Lost it at the beach. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
They just wanted to do that scene with the kid. When Spider-Man arrives at the rail yard, his spider sense begins to go off just as another train pulls up next to the government train. As he starts taking pictures, he notices the Sandman leaping onto the scene to warn the American soldiers about the attempted theft. With their cover blown, the mercenaries deploy their helicopters and troops to steal the radioactive materials. The military troops are soon knocked out. Sandman is able to slip past. He is joined by Spider-Man in taking out the mercenaries. During the battle, one of the helicopters tries to get away with a tanker of toxic waste. That's when the Vision, Thor, Cersei, Quasar, the Black Widow, Captain America, and She-Hulk of the Avengers arrive on the scene. So yes, we've added Vision and Black Widow this time. Captain America tosses his shield out of their Quinjet, cutting through the cables holding the radioactive materials. As Thor slows its fall, it is caught by She-Hulk. When the chopper tries to fire missiles at the heroes, Quasar deflects the warheads with his quantum bands. Meanwhile, couldn't he have stopped this whole? He could have handled this whole situation himself.
Yeah.
Again, we wanted the whole team something to do. Cersei then uses her powers to transmute the helicopter into glass. They should have seen through that plan. What's the matter, Picard? In the aftermath of the battle, while Captain America commends Sandman for his work, he reminds him that the Avengers are chartered to deal with global threats only. Okay, I think the first story was wait, was it before the charter? Yeah,
I think so.
I think so. Yeah, because Sandman wasn't an Avenger yet. Yeah. Before Cap can explain anything further, Sandman jumps to the conclusion that he's being asked to resign for the Avengers and storms off. However, Captain America only wanted to tell him to be more careful next time. Cersei tries to console Captain America by telling him that the Sandman will come to his senses sooner or later. Unfortunately, that might not be the case, as Sandman begins considering going back into crime again. After dropping his photos off the Daily Bugle, Peter returns home that evening to find Mary Jane asleep in bed. He feels bitter because he isn't getting the attention from her he needs. As he thinks this, Mary Jane briefly wakes up and says that she missed him and snuggles up. Looking at his wife, Peter realizes that he has been an idiot for thinking his wife was neglecting his needs. This gets him thinking about the Sandman, who doesn't have the benefits that he does. Oh, God. And setting up the next arc, meanwhile, the Black Fox has returned to New York aboard a cruise ship. As he disembarks, one of the fellow passengers trips as she walks off the ship. The Fox catches her and secretly palms a gold brooch she is wearing. He figures this stolen property will help finance what he needs for his planned jewel heist. Okay, Lilith and I covered that, 349 and 350. It actually fits in with that first story we just did with the Swarm. Black Fox get hired by this cult to steal what was like a giant emerald or something. And this cult, I guess they worshipped that Ambrose Carpathian. So they need like this giant jewel to activate this machine they have. They're going to try to bring the swarm back to Earth. And it gets better.
Oh, it does.
Do you know who the Black Fox stole this jewel from? Whose mother it belonged to?
No.
That crazy European madman, Victor Von Doom.
Oh my God. Doombots. You're saying Doombots is what you're saying.
So Spider-Man had to like keep Doom from killing the Black Fox. He's like because the Black Fox has already sold the thing, and he's like 24 hours. Give me 24 hours. We'll get the thing back. And Doom tells Spider-Man 24 hours, not 1 second longer. And petty man that he is, the minute it hits, the second Doom's back. He's like, "Where's my family jewels?"
Meanwhile, he can't pay people back money he owes. You make Luke Cage go look for him.
Yes. Hey, man. That wasn't his mother's money. It was her giant jewel, though. All right. Thoughts on this one?
I like this one the best. I'm not even going to hold you.
Yeah.
This one was fun. Made more sense. They had a whole year to get it together, but still.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, is it just because it was a one and done, and they didn't stretch it out to 3 parts?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think the writer on this had been on there at this point for like
he had been there for a while. Yeah,
5 years. I mean, he was with McFarlane, doing all the the assassination plot, and
we gotta get to that too.
There was another like bi-weekly crossover. Before or after that one, I can't remember what it was. Silver Sable, maybe.
Silver Sable was the assassination plot. Yeah, and then right after that was Acts of Vengeance.
Oh,
Cosmic Powers. Cosmic Powers.
Cosmic Power Spider-Man. Woohoo!
A gift from Lilith Hellfire.
I was gonna say, is that the one I got? I'm pretty sure that's the one I got. I didn't want to say anything though. Can't believe you took it out of the box, you animal.
Like, I'm never going to sell it. It was a gift from you. Oh, I can play with it too.
You're like Jerry. I could never let a man come over my house. I'm too afraid of that Seinfeld episode happening.
Oh, yeah, they're going to feed you turkeys.
They're like, you got original G.I. Joes in the box. I'll murder you where you stand.
You have all the Batman the Animated Series figures in mint condition?
I'm missing like 7. I would never put those on display. I'm too afraid somebody might take one.
But yeah, I mean, this one probably is the more.
I mean, was it worth it to read all 3 before this? No, but if this was just the solo issue, good pick.
Mm-hmm.
just keeping it real.
Again, we needed Quasar. Come on.
Yeah.
I know you guys are so starved for Quasar.
We are. I
was going to say, we all know. If we had kept going, these would have been on the list. So.
You're welcome, William.
Thank you.
All right, so I was going to say, anything else on these? Because, Allred's a trooper, man. He's been here all week, pretty much.
Good job, Will.
I try. I don't see how you guys do it.
Phil's the worst. Poor Danielle.
Please get some break. But no.
True.
Yeah, then he's coming back for that DeMatteis interview, right?
I got to read a bunch of Spectres for that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course you love Hal Jordan.
That's right.
I love that version of Hal Jordan. That's my favorite because that's who he truly is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it is. Fight with your mama. Don't fight with me.
Read Grant Morrison's issues.
Yeah, don't read the Action Comics Weekly.
Please don't read those.
He's like, that's not recommended for anyone. Recommended end for no one.
All right. Well, coming up next, the next 2 weeks. That's right. We got some Marvel team ups because, these will be May episodes. So, yes, there's a certain movie out. So, yes, Marvel next week. Marvel team up 76 and 77, and then the week after, Marvel team up 80 and 81. A certain Sorcerer Supreme is in all of them. So,
Ben Reilly, Sorcerer Supreme.
I wish. Better than what they did.
Clea? Is that you?
And then the week after that, Amazing Spider-Man Annual 14. Again, something strange going on there. And then, of course, the end of May, another Sausage Fest. Man, this episode's going so long. I feel like Ray's here.
No, we're channeling our inner Russell.
Russell. Yeah, I didn't have any feedback to Russell up, Russell.
Rub that one in.
Oh, but we did get at least 2 different emails or questions for DiMatteo.
Oh, nice.
Cool. One from Justin and one from someone I haven't even heard of. So
nice.
We actually got a stranger to email in. Woohoo!
High five.
All right.
Stranger danger.
Stranger danger.
Hey, I think we've established in multiple. Well,
what?
It's actually on. Explain Yourself. We've established that contacting strangers over the internet always leads to good things.
I can agree. As a 90s kid, I can agree.
Whoa! Yeah, well, we know what you're ordering over the internet, Lo. Talk about the muscle and some meat.
I need some muscle and some meat.
And we're not talking about seafood.
Whoa! Whoa!
On that note.
Oh, you don't want to know the things I've done.
All right, kids. So yes, I gave you the homework. Again, send your thoughts on all the Spider-Man stuff. Hey, do you love Quasar too, or are you old bitter somebody like Lilith Hellfire? Email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Ultimate Spider-Cast on Facebook, on Twitter. Go join the Web of Spider-Man Facebook fan group. We're now at 3.6 thousand members.
And we can't get any feedback. Come on, guys.
Yeah, come on. I put everything in that group. Come on. You know what's coming. Hell. And so 3.6 thousand members. So suck it into the night. And again, please subscribe to the Patreon. Patreon. But first, the YouTube channel. Yes, every episode gets a video, even our interviews. So don't miss a second of it. Smash that subscribe button.
Smash it.
And yes, now most importantly, subscribe to the Patreon. Again, early access to creator interviews. Mr. DG Chichester talks to me and Lilith Hellfire every month.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
And superhero movie brackets. We will find the worst superhero movie of all time.
Ray could save us, but he doesn't want to.
He said maybe after Moon Knight the show's over. Come on, he has a lot on his plate. A weekly show, a monthly book, and then a Moon Knight miniseries coming up here. So come on, he's busy.
Good time to be a Moon Knight fan.
Oh my god! Oh yes, you know that Moon Knight character.
Moon Knight, a guy who runs around in a white outfit, relieving people of their facial features.
Thank you, Mr. Ted McVeigh, writer of the current Moon Knight series. All right, so yes. Subscribe to the Patreon or get yourself some Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch. Find it all at Linktree, linktr.ee/CapesandLunatics. All right. Our guest, Mr. Will. Oh, wait. Okay. He's already gone, but yes. Did you like that little taste of Matt Kona you got? You haven't gotten it much in a while. So right now, you want some Matt Kona, go follow him everywhere on social media. At Matt Kona, MATTKONA. Always a good time.
Suck it, Lilith.
See you later, bunkies.
All right, now for our other guest, Mr. Will Allred, master of the Green Lantern Corps, master of the Quantum Zone, master of the Crossover Division, and the newest member of the Linktree fan club. Where can people find you and all your stuff?
You can find me at Wallred. That's at WALLRED. Gmail and Twitter and Facebook and probably other social media that I forgot that I signed up for. You can also find my self-published work, Crossover Division, at crossoverdivision.com and Diary of Night at diaryofnight.com. And I host a pretty cool podcast with a pretty awesome dude who's right there, Phil, Sector 2814, where it is what, Phil? The
Green Lantern podcast.
He got you.
The place to be.
And I also co-host a show called Explain Yourself. It's a Kickstarter roundtable where writer Kevin Joseph and I talked to Kickstarter creators who have running projects, and they explain themselves, hence the title. And of course, obviously there's some Quasar love here going on. I'm waiting for the nerd, Lilith. Thank you. If you love Quasar, you can find out all kinds of cool stuff about Quasar at the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org. And all of this stuff, because Phil made me do it, you can go to linktr.ee/Wallred, WALLRED, and all of these links are there.
I'll put it in my navel.
Hey, boys, you look at the party? I love the party.
I
am God. Seems like I'm getting a package every other day.
And most importantly,
I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
And everyone loves.
He gives me his bone.
All right, Lilith Hellfire.
Speaking of bones and getting,
wow, where can everyone but the FBI find you?
Yeah, exactly. If you guys want to hang with me on the interwebs, like the other cool kids, you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire 69, and of course, making comments over content, because content is hard, at Lilith Hellfire 69 on TikTok.
Either do the 6 or do the 9.
That's what she said. Content is hard.
Try to donkey punch me now, bitch.
Jeez.
Yeah, Sandman. See.
Oh, and his name was brought up. So
suck it, Russell.
All right, kids. Thank you for joining us. Again, do your homework. Next week, Marvel Team Up 76 and 77. It will be a magical time.
Get out.
I know you're rolling your eyes. Man, you need back on camera. I need that eye roll. It's like a cowbell. I need more. All right, kids. But until then, swing on back.
Thwip.